to another exciting time on my blooming TV. Today we are going to be doing a crochet video, and for this you will need to learn how to do a double crochet, and I'm going to show you how I make this awesome scrunchie. And you can use them for any size of bun. You can use it for a child, you can use it for a young adult, and you can equally use it for an adult. If you haven't commented or subscribed, please kindly do so, as this will help my channel grow and it will help me to put out more awesome content. So you can make these in different sizes, and what determines that is the size of your hook. So all these I'm showing you, it's all double crochet, but as you see, when I alternate the hook sizes, then it gives me a different size. That way you can control for size if it's going to be for an adult, or depending on the size of your bun. And like I said, you can also use them in this fluffy yarn, the one you use for the baby blanket, and you can also do them in worsted weights. And as you can see, I have this in variegated yarn. Make a scrunchie out of this. So I'm going to be showing you today 4 different types of yarn. So we are going to be using this worsted weight, and then we are going to be using this banana velvet strip, and this one calls for a size 6.5, so I'm going to be using a size 7. So you can use a 7 or 8. So I will show you, this is another style, and then I'm also going to show you in this one. So this is about a size let me see, so it's size 8. So for this I will use, so the yarn says size 8, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use a size 9 hook, okay? And then for this one, it's a size 6 on the yarn says size 6, so I'm going to use a size 7 hook. So to make your double crochet scrunchie, you are going to need hair ties. Now you can use any type of hair ties, and you can get this from the dollar store. So as you can see, they come in different shape and sizes, but my favorite are the infinity ones, like the ones that don't have a place where you join them. I find they are more durable because I have really big bun, like my bun is always big because I use extensions. And then you can also have them in smaller sizes. So whatever hair ties is available in your local area, you can get hair ties. You need a pair of scissors, and then you're going to need tapestry needle. You need a stitch marker. If you are a beginner, I will show you why you need that. If you are not a beginner, then you don't need it. And then you're going to need a measuring tape, because ideally when you crochet, you do not want the hole there to be bigger than 2 inches. So you want anything lower than 2 inches. So it doesn't matter how big you go, make sure, you can see this one is exactly 2. So make sure it's not bigger than 2 inches to ensure that it's going to last. You are going to need various hook sizes depending on the type of yarn you're going to use. So to start, you need a hair tie. So I'm going to use this, and then because this is a worsted weight, it says to use a size 5 needle. I will be using a size 6 hook, okay? And then to begin, like I said, you have to practice your double crochet. So you take the tie, and then you just tie a knot, okay? Just tie a knot, any regular knot we do. So tie your knot like so. So we have tied once, and then to make it more secure, tie it the second time, okay? So now that you have tied it, so you want to make sure this is moved to this side, and then when you crochet, we are going to crochet this tail along. That way we don't have to worry about it. So we just start, you yarn over on your left hand, and then usually you crochet with your right, but if you are left-handed, of course that will be in the reverse. And so to start, you take your hook, go through the hair tie, grab your yarn, and pull it up here. Now this one does not count as a stitch, we haven't started yet. So the first one will be to yarn over, pull through, and that now is 1. So this one that is on the hook never counts as a stitch. And then we yarn over again and pull through. So now we have 1, 2. Okay, and then to make a double crochet, we yarn over, you go underneath the hair tie, grab your yarn, pull through, and now you have 1, 2, 3. And then to make a double crochet, the very first stitch, you grab your yarn, pull through the first 2, pull through the first 2, you have 2. Okay, yarn over again, pull through the remaining 2, now you have 1. So this is your very first double crochet. Now if you are a beginner, you want to put your stitch marker over here, that way you know that when you come to the end you will be crocheting into that, because you don't want to crochet in this first 2. This one was just to give you height, it doesn't count as a stitch. So the first V on top here is where we are going to walk. By the time we go all around, we are going to walk back into this one. Okay, so now we are going to keep doing that, and remember to hold your tail along so you can crochet into it. So you yarn over, go below the ties, grab your yarn, pull through, and you have 3. Yarn over again, pull through the first 2, you have 2, and then yarn over and pull through that 2. So for this you don't need to count, just keep going, and then I'll show you what to do when you get to the end. You have to keep pulling it, that way it scrunches up. So I'll tell you what exactly I mean. You see the ruffled part here, so by the time you finish, you want to make sure you are always shifting as you crochet, because the more you shift, the more ridges you get. Okay, and then if you want it to be really tight, so for this one you can see that I shifted it, and so it's very packed. So however, you want to make sure by the time you pull out your scrunchie, the hair ties doesn't show much. Okay, so we are going to keep doing that double crochet, and then you see how fast this is ready in no time. Like, this is so easy that you can make a lot even under 1 hour, and this is excellent for a gift to your family, your friends. You can make it for your kids, and then you can even make it for a craft fair. So if you have those yarns lying everywhere in your house and you're thinking of dumping them because it's too small to make anything, now with this you can just make scrunchies out of them. And then of course you can combine colors, that way it's even more fun. As you can see, it works up really fast. So we'll keep going, and then I'll see if I can speed this up a little bit. As you can see, this works up in just a few minutes. So now as you go, you want to make sure you start to, this is what I was talking about. So I'm just going to pull this out long so it doesn't get lost. So you just pull in, so you can see as you pull, it starts to scrunch up. So this, you can determine how scrunched up you want it to be, and just keep working into it. And like I said, make sure the width here is no more than 2 inches when you're done. So if the more you pull, the more it gets slacked. Okay, so how are you doing with those double crochet? This is a good way to practice your double crochet. Okay, keep going, and then I'll see you when I get to the end, and then I'll show you how to crochet into that stitch that we marked. So as you can see, this will not even take you, by the time you're experienced, it won't even take you 10 minutes. Okay, and as you see, I'm using all of that small yarn I had, so I'm just going to make sure I finish it. And as you see, as you scrunch it, it gets really nice and ruffly. Okay, and so I'm just going to do one more, and then we'll be ready to finish this off. yarn over, go underneath, pull through. You have 3, yarn over 2, yarn over 1. So now we're going to weave this tail in. So remember the stitch marker we put. So this is where we are going to work this last one. Okay, so we are going to do a slip stitch. So to do that, you go underneath the V there. You see why it was important that you mark your stitch so that you know exactly where to put it. So if you're a beginner, by the time you get here, if you didn't mark that stitch, you might be wondering, oh, should I put it here, put it there, or put it this way? But because you have marked this first one, you know exactly where to go. So we are going underneath here. And now once I put that, I'm going to take off the stitch marker. Okay, and then to do a slip stitch, you just yarn over, pull through, and as you are pulling through, you're also going to pull through this one. So you pull through that V and also pull through that last chain that you had. That is a slip stitch. So you can slow it down if you want. So I can just do that one more time for you to see. So we had our yarn here as this last one. Okay, so you don't yarn over, you just go underneath this V here, which was the first stitch, that the first double crochet stitch. You yarn over, pull through that V, that is the 2 here, and then also pull through the last one here. Okay, that way you have done a slip stitch. And then to finish off, you yarn over, pull through all the way. That way it secures it in a knot. Okay, so this project is almost done. So just move your yarn around to kind of give it shape and body. Isn't that gorgeous? And like I said, you want to make sure the width of your circle there is not more than 2 inches. So as we see, this is 0, right? We are just a little over 1.5 or 1.25. Okay, 2 will be this way. So we are well within where we should be. And so now to weave in the ends, you're going to need a tapestry needle. Okay, so we'll just put it through the eye of the needle there. And now you're just going to walk in between those stitches. Okay, just go in and out, in and out, and then you're going to keep going until you are done weaving in the whole end. So if you need to stretch it out to see the stitches, feel free, you can stretch it out. That way you see where you're going, and so you don't put too many gaps. So stretch it out and see where you're going. So you just keep doing that, thread your needle through, and then when you feel you've gone far enough, you can pull through. I'll show you that in a bit. So now we pull our needle through like so, and then you want to make sure you come back and do that so that you can retain your pattern there. And then the little piece we have hanging here, we'll just cut. And there you have it. We have style number 1. Like I said, just move it, and then you can wrap this around your bun. You can even double it if your bun is small, and it comes out in really nice, cute way. And then you can use worsted weight. You can use any color of your choice, and as you move your needle size up, it determines the shape and then to a great extent the size. Okay, so that is option number 1 or style number.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far is the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared. Take my hand, together we'll make a stand. We've got to fight to find a way. Dare to fall to find out what to say. No more hate. Just admit that you're just afraid. Time to let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place if we can just find a way. Then we can live a better day. Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all, let's build a dream. Just admit that you're just afraid. Let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place if we can just find a way. Then we can live a better day. 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 Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all. All together, one and all. All together, one and all. Let's live a better day.
And so for today, we have made a worsted weight. Have used the pet, the bulky one, but the pet edition. And then we have also used this. And finally, we use the velvet. Okay, so try it out. Let me know how it goes. Send me pictures. And if you haven't subscribed, do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time on my Blooming TV, when I bring you another exciting episode or project, have a blessed and wonderful day.